So she's significantly down on weight. But we shall see the engines, we shall hear the engines spooling up a little later in the display when Captain Kev Rumens opens the taps on those big Rolls-Royce Olympus engines, 16,500 pounds of static thrust from each of them. Now you can see how slim she is heading back towards us. When Roy Chadwick designed this airplane, nobody had heard of stealth, but this was the embodiment of stealth. Famous Vulcan howl, which is a distinctive sound that only this aeroplane makes. I don't think anybody really quite knows why. It didn't do it that time. It depends on weather conditions and all sorts of other things. Watch for the bomb doors opening. There are the bomb doors opening. That's the bomb bay that held, first of all, the British nuclear deterrent, the hydrogen bomb, and then later she went on to become a low-level tactical conventional bomber. And it was 30 years ago this year that a Vulcan went to war for the first and only time. And it was flown down to the Falkland Islands by the man in the right-hand seat today, Martin Withers. He flew a Vulcan 607 from Ascension Island to the Falkland Islands in the longest bombing raid in history at the time, and he dropped 21 1,000-pound bombs, World War II style dumb bombs, on the runway at Port Stanley, hitting it with 2 of them, which was about par for the course. As she comes round, you'll see the bomb bay still open, I think, and it'll just close as she goes by. And you get an idea of the size and how much space it takes to carry 21 1,000-pound bombs, 10 tons of them. £10 million is what it's cost to get this aeroplane back into the shape we see today and able to fly. As I say, there will never be another flying Vulcan, and it's possible. You heard it. You can tell your grandchildren you heard the famous Vulcan howl. That's what that sound was as she came towards us and the taps were opened on the 4 throttles on those big engines. Her on Twitter, and if you had her on Twitter today, you would have known that she got airborne at 14:40 from her home base at Doncaster, Robin Hood Airport, Doncaster, Sheffield, as it's snappily called. And you'd have known that she was due here at 14:49. So here she is in her last pass, going by in a low overshoot down the runway. Just seen the 18 wheels retract. Please do go down to the Vulcan village and see them. If you can't get down there, you can still contribute money by sending a text through your mobile. Send the words VULC 12, VULC 12, to the number 70070.